7:41, but I was ready earlier and I have someone coming over later, so I just want to make sure I give myself enough time for that. But I hope the lighting is good. It is right now, so hopefully it stays good. Give everyone a couple minutes to get in. Let me just reach to the side and grab this. I have trivia questions for later. Just make sure. Okay. I was like, could you see anything? Do I have to restart this video? Anyways, if you're new here, my name is Amanda and I'm in Canada. And I'll probably say it a few times because I do get asked during the live stream as well because new ones come in and are like, hey, where are you from? So if I repeat it a few times, that's the reason why. But yeah, I'm in Canada and currently it is 7:42 in the morning and I usually go live around 8 o'clock, so I'm on a little bit earlier. But we'll see how that goes. I know that a lot of my viewers are from different time zones than me, so it will give people a little bit of an earlier start. So that might be a good thing, not sure. It's not iced coffee, it's just regular coffee, but I'm using a straw today. But yeah, hopefully me being on a little bit earlier is a good thing, but I'm not that much earlier, so we'll see. Like I said, I have someone coming over later, so I just want time to like put all the lights in the tripod away, because that would be weird if they came over and I have this set up in my kitchen. Well, weird to me, but not weird to other people. Like, I see people, they're so brave. They take their tripods everywhere and they like vlog, and I can't do that yet. I try, like the one time I brought my tripod with me, it's just a little one, but I couldn't get past the like shyness. And it's funny because a lot of people vlog nowadays, or a lot of people are on social media platforms. Like I was getting coffee somewhere at this nice little cafe, and this lady was taking pictures of everything, and you could tell she was like trying to be an influencer. I was just like, oh, she's brave. I don't have that bravery. I'm not sure if anyone here vlogs or can record in public, but if you have any pointers or tips, let me know. And don't feel shy, you can say hello. Just having my morning coffee. The first cup of the day is always the best cup. Not sure why that is, but it just is. But it looks like we're in for some sunshine today. Yesterday we just had gray days, but on Monday we had sunshine. But both me and Tash weren't feeling good on Monday, so it was kind of, I don't want to say a waste of a sunny day, but it kind of was. Especially since we had a week of rain. Wow, it says 6 people watching. That's cool. I'm not sure how accurate that counter is because sometimes it'll say 0 and I'll have like a bunch of people talking. So I don't know. I never know. I try not to watch it, but it's there for me to see at the top of the screen. So hello. My name is Amanda and I'm in Canada. I'm not sure what that says, but that is very pretty letters. Peter Griffin, hello. Hello, Peter. How are you this fine morning? If it's morning for you. Where are you? I'm in Ontario. Okay. You're in Ontario too? I'm in Toronto area. That's exciting. We got someone local this morning. A lot of my viewers are in Australia. A lot of people with a lot of things, I have no idea what they're trying to tell me. I only speak English. Central Ontario. Central Ontario. Can you remind me, like, what a city that's in Central Ontario? Because I'm technically, like, southwestern. So would you be, like, in the Ottawa area? Lindsay. Okay, okay. Well, it's a live stream. What would you prefer I do on a live stream? Okay, so if I can't read the writing, I'm just gonna remove it because I don't know what it says. And I only speak English, and like I'm just getting flooded by things that I don't know what they actually say. So let me just, if I could read that beautiful writing, I would have no problem, but I don't know what it says. So I'm just gonna delete and carry on from there. Okay, so Lindsay, Ontario. Have you always been there, or have you just moved out there recently? And do you like it there? I don't think I've been to Lindsay. I'm doing good, Matt. How are you? You are afraid of. I most certainly am not. I'm just gonna remove that. Nothing political, please. You moved out there recently. Okay, were you in Ontario before you moved? Like, were you in Ontario and just moved that way, or was it a big move? Did you move from like somewhere farther away? I've been in Ontario my entire life. Oh, London, Ontario. I go to London often. That's not too far from me. I shouldn't say often, but I go at least a couple times a year. Did work bring you out that way, or you just wanted a change? I wonder. Just work. Okay. Well, you kind of gotta go where work takes you. London's not a bad place. Definitely better than Hamilton. Sometimes I go to Hamilton and there's beautiful places in Hamilton like up on the hill where there's like the lookouts and like kind of where the that is. But um downtown Hamilton kind of is like not nice. I'm good, thank you. Just in the middle of making my lunch. Oh, you're in UK. Okay. And you're making your lunch. What are you making for lunch? I'm in the Toronto area. I've kind of always been here, but my favorite, like I love, if you're familiar with Parry Sound, I love anywhere north of Parry Sound is my happy place, and Lake Huron in general. So a lot of times we take day trips out and we just hang out on Lake Huron because I think it's the nicest of the lakes and the cleanest. So suggest me. Have you ever been? Well, it depends what kind of stuff you're into. Like if you go to like, see, I love stationery and journals and like papers and pens and stuff. So I love being in like Koreatown because they have a lot of cool stuff like that. But I really like the Ripley's Aquarium. It's worth the visit. The only thing is, it's set up so the end is like the gift shop in the end. So if you haven't been there, take your time. Because I got excited and rushed, and then I got to the end, and I was like, I'm not ready to leave. We haven't been here long enough. So we walked backwards and did it again. Because I was like, oops, I got to the end too quick. I'm making a minted chicken leg in the air fryer with homemade chips. So chips, I believe you call fries. We call them fries. So chicken and fries, nice. And minted, I've never made minted chicken before. Okay. Well, anywhere in Toronto, you see airplanes flying over all the time. But I really like the Ripley's Aquarium. There's a lot of really cool like fish and like aquatic life there. I haven't been to the zoo in a while. And I love the store Omomo. It's like a Japanese dollar store. So I really like Omomo. I get lost in that place. I just keep going around. I mean, I feel like the most obvious one would be like the CN Tower because like that's like one of the places I still like get excited seeing it. My day's good, thank you. I hope yours is as well. I'm just having my first cup of coffee. I have someone coming over to check on the roof later, so I thought I'll start a little early this morning. When's the last time you've been to Toronto? The driving's a little crazy. The driving's definitely a little crazy in Toronto. So if you don't like crazy, like chaotic driving, then I recommend don't go downtown Toronto. Just stay on the outskirts. My cat is rolling on the floor, so cute. What are you doing? Like about 2 months back. Oh, okay. Were you just there for the day? Same with me. I'm not a city person. Um, that's why I said I like being like on Lake Huron or north of Parry Sound. In between Parry Sound and Sudbury, I find a lot of like the French River and stuff I really enjoy. I did. Thank you for coming back. I did search them and I want to add a few other songs to my workout playlist because they got some really upbeat, like good songs. Thank you for telling me about them. I wouldn't have known unless you came in and told me, but I did search them up and I like a few of their songs. I don't remember what they were named because I kind of went on I just kept clicking and listening to like a bunch of them. I listened to several other songs. So, Peter, then where's one of your favorite places in Ontario then? If you're like me and you don't like the cityscapes, what are your favorite places to go to? Well, I don't know. How long have they been a band for? Because I just listened to a bunch of their songs, but I don't really know much about them. Like, how long? Are you born in Canada or did you move to Canada from somewhere else? Oh no, I feel like people are getting grumpy though. For the most part, people will still hold the door for you and say please and thank you. But I find people like everywhere again. Where did you move from? That's exciting. That's so exciting. India. Okay. So how long have you been in Canada for? Have you come recent or have you been in Canada for some time now? 2 years. Wow, that must be quite different moving from India to Canada. How long has it taken you? What I always like to ask, what did you think of your first winter? Because I have friends who moved to Canada as well about 5 or 6 years ago. Hey, Tash! And they said their first winter they cried because they were like, we're not ready for this. Okay, so there are 8 members in the group. Got you. I noticed there seemed to be quite a few, but I didn't know. And how long have they been a band for? Or a group, however you say it? Idols, however it's. It was fun. Your first winter was fun? You like winter for 7 years, and I've only heard of them now. So, so you're not afraid of the cold then? Have you ever got to like go sliding on the hills in the snow or made a snowman? When we were little, we always made like snow forts, like little igloos and snow forts and stuff, and that was a lot of fun. Canada is really beautiful. And I'm glad you seem to like it here and you like the people. That's awesome because that would be a really big change. I can't imagine like packing up and moving to a whole different country. You're so brave. That would take some bravery and courage because everything's different. Mm-hmm. Yeah. They're fandoms fans. Wait, I have to reread that again. Their fandom fans call them stays because. Oh, okay. Gotcha. I had to reread that. I was like, I got confused halfway through. That's cool though. Do you have a favorite member or a couple favorite members, or do you like them all the same? And yeah, Northern Ontario is beautiful. And Tasha, I was just talking to Peter. He's in Central Ontario and he moved from India a couple years ago. Yeah, there are some new people. It is nice to have some new people. We had some people spamming at the beginning because there was no mods, but I just kind of deleted it and was moved on. And we are so sorry for what some group of people are making. And we are so. You know, wait, you can't. It's out of anyone's control. It's like people are people and people do things, and that's just it's always something. So there's not. It's out of your control. It's out of everyone's control. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. No need to apologize. And yo to Pratty. After is Lee. He has 3 cats. I love that. He's the main dancer and has 3 cats. So he's very talented and has a good choice in fur babies. I have 2 cats. I want a third cat, but our place is small, so it's too small. And my cats are older now, so they wouldn't like the idea. But every time I see a cat for adoption at the pet food store, I'm like, oh, I want it. And Tash has had to tell me, how many times would you estimate, Tash, that you've had to tell me no to cats? See, he just said right now we don't need more cats. Um, After him is the main rapper, main dancer group. Okay. I'm not gonna say their names because I know I won't say them right, and I just don't want to like say it completely wrong. Every time we go to a pet store, it's not every time. sometimes there's no animals there for me to take home, so not every time. Usually it's if there's... Pratty, what are you saying? Please too. And after him is Felix. He is also... Oh, Felix, I like that name. Bye bye. Okay, bye Peter. It was so nice meeting you. Hope to see you again. You have a good day, eh? Pratty, what kind of videos do you make? Are you asking me to subscribe to you? Oh, Felix is the one with the deep... Okay, I'll try and remember that. But I'm definitely adding... Okay, so I can't leave my live stream now, but if you comment on one of my videos, your name will show up, then I can click on your channels. Your channel. So if you comment on one of my videos, then I can like click and then go on your channel, because I don't know how to do that from here. And I don't want to mess up the live stream. So that's probably the easiest way for me to find your channel. Okay, but Felix from Australia. Okay, yeah, do that and then I can find your channel that way. I have a lot of friends from Australia. I'm thinking some of them should be here soon because I came on early. A little earlier than normal. And they're used to me coming on around 8. And what are your favorite type of comic books or comics? Like old school comics or... Okay, cool. So when I'm done the live stream, that means I can click on your name and I can find your channel. What are your favorite types of... Okay, I'll find it because it will show I have a notification. But yeah, I'm thinking that was probably the easiest way. Yeah, for sure. And what are your favorite type of comics? I usually try to remember to subscribe back, but sometimes if I don't know what the videos are about, or if they post a lot of videos, I don't really subscribe, or I'll like turn that off, the notifications. Good morning, Matthew. Welcome back. We are talking about anything. One of our friends is talking about stray kids, and we are talking about anything. And we had a new friend from India who came in. Well, not anything, yeah, true. Anything that isn't gross or rude or political or, PG. Yeah, that's the way to put it. For a while, I struggled to how to explain that. Stray kids are super nice people. They seem really cool in the music videos I've seen. You're from India as well? Now, do you live in India? Because if you live in India, it must be nighttime. I'm thinking it's like 6 o'clock or evening time for you. Tash, I never got to ask how's work today. You didn't recommend songs, you just told me about them and I looked them up. I believe that's what happened. Because I just kind of typed them into YouTube and listened to like several songs. But if you have a couple favorite, you can recommend and then I'll try and listen to them. Oh no, you suggested La 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 And I think Chick Chick Boom. So do you have different songs? Oh, the weather. No, I'm not gonna sing. This isn't karaoke. I don't sing in front of anyone. The only ones I sing in front of are my cats. And when I do sing in the car to songs, I don't sing my best because I'm too nervous to sing in front of people. You can ask Tash, he can confirm. Oops. Your line hasn't started. Why hasn't your line started? Was it supposed to? Why am I crooked now? Oh, this thing's going under. Sorry, everyone, you're going for like a boat ride or something. My tablecloth went under it and like got all funny. Oh, there was problems with it. Well, I mean, that's kind of good for you. You should listen to Walking. Okay, one sec. Let me write some of these down. Maniac sounds funny. I'm gonna look that one up. Maniac. Case 143. I like it. Okay, Lose My Breath. I think I did listen to Lose My Breath, but I can't remember for sure. They're not my favorite genre, but I really liked the few songs I did listen to. Like I said, I'm gonna add them to my workout playlist because I feel like it'll help me feel more motivated or pumped up. Can I react to them? I have to remember to listen to those songs. I'll listen to a few of them and I'll have to write down what I thought of them. And then I can tell you. Let me highlight this or I'll never remember because of the ADHD. Don't ignore, please, please. I am not trying to ignore anyone. I would hate it if I ignored someone. I was gonna say Dusty the house cat Joseph. Hey, how was your day today? Oh, and Dusty, I mean, now I want to call you Dusty because I see the name of the cat. Joseph, our Australian core cats, I believe, just arrived in the country, so it should be a few days and we get them. And I'm kind of scared because I have a feeling they're gonna be I don't know if they're gonna be poorly made, but I just think it'll be funny no matter what shape they're in because they're just all like the little corks. I was thinking like wine bottle corks, but I think they're smaller. So I can't wait to wear those. Someone who bought them um is in Australia. It's like quick shipping to Australia. I will listen to them. I will. If I remember to write down which one was my favorite, then I can tell you. But I will listen to them. There's this one metal band from Japan. They're all women and they're extremely good. And I'm trying to think of the name. Love Bites. Good morning, Balvinder. How's your morning going? I go live about 2 times a week, usually Wednesday mornings and Friday mornings. No, Proudy, I'm not ignoring you, but you can't be spamming either, because if you spam the messages, then I'll ignore you. Yeah, I go live Wednesday morning and then I go Friday mornings. Sometimes Monday mornings, but Monday we weren't feeling good and we had someone coming over. You're okay. It just gets hard to keep up with chat, that's all. Ooh, thank you for the 5 likes, everyone. It is morning for me right now. It's 8:11 in the morning. What time is it for you right now? Yeah, I'll check out your channel. Because whenever you comment, it will pop up as a notification, so I'll see it. But I can't do it right now on the live stream. I'm not sure how much longer I'll be able to go just because I think that maintenance is coming and they do like loud stuff, so we'll see how that goes. Or did I live stream Monday? No, I did live stream Monday, but I did it later in the afternoon once all the noise was done. It's 3 in the afternoon for you right now. I don't know if I know where you are, if you've ever told me. But I'm thinking like you, well, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's 7 hours. You could be like in India or you could be somewhere in Europe or something. You're in Australia? Then, wait. Oh, okay. Praddy's in Australia. Okay. But Stray Kids is 3 in the afternoon. Every time I look at my hair, it looks so messy, but the weird thing is when I started the live stream, it looked good. I swear. It's like the longer I sit here, the more disheveled I get. Like, I'll start the live stream and then I look at the end and I'm like, what happened? And I just like, what happened? But that could just be me because, oh my goodness, all these messages are not popping up. In my time, it's 5:43 Europe. I am in India. You're in Egypt? Cool. There's someone else who's comes in from Egypt as well. So Egypt is about 8 hours ahead of us or so. That's cool. I think it'd be really cool to see Egypt one day. But I've never been on an airplane, so I think if I ever go on an airplane, I should go somewhere that won't take a long time so I don't like completely melt down and panic because I will. Um, so I'd probably want to go to like the Caribbeans. I'm in Canada, but I lived in Germany for a long time, so been here. I've been here for a few months. Oh, really? What took you out that way? Like what made the move happen? You are 50 states, girl. I'm in Canada. We have provinces. And thankfully, there isn't 50 of them because in school, I don't know how they all did that. I don't know how everyone learned the 50 states. And they had to know where they were on the map. I get mixed up what province is next to me. No, I'm not in America. I'm in Canada. I get mixed up with the province next to me. Like I know Quebec's on this side, but I'm always like, what's the one beside me? Is it Manitoba? No. Like I always get confused about, is it? Tash, is Manitoba next to us? See, that's the thing. I don't remember names for stuff, so I would be like so confused trying to learn all that. Yet, if somebody tells me something, like something about themselves or like something they like or don't like, I can remember that. Like I have a good memory, a pretty good memory for like recalling everyone who comes in and like I try and remember where everyone's from. But like other stuff, can I ask you a question? I think so. You can ask. I don't know if I'll answer, but ask. Manitoba. See, I always forget that Manitoba is a thing. Like by accident, Joseph? Yes, we can be friends. I'm friends with almost everyone. Um, right as I'm gymming. Gymming? Like, did you mean to leave it idling? By accident? Oh, and no one took it. Imagine someone went for a little joyride. Well, it's evening for independent Chad, but morning, yes. I think it's only me and Tash who are in here who it's morning. Everyone else is afternoon or evening. Mm-hmm. So now I have a few more songs to look up. I've been good. I've been really tired. I don't know what that's about, but I've been remembering to take my iron, so I thought I would have more energy, but I feel like I have less energy. You've been tired too? I'm thinking it's the weather change here. Whenever it gets rainy, mm, it's a hybrid. You can hardly hear the engine. You're such a good person. You would have a hybrid. You would. We got the basic model of the most basic. I was like, I don't want no bells and whistles. I was like, I don't want the windows that go up with the buttons because when they break, that costs money. I don't want doors to open up by themselves. Um, I was like, I want the most basic. So we got the most basic. Could I ask why? Why what? And do you know? No, I don't know, McStan. You're lucky to have a car. I feel like you're in Australia. Like, it's more likely that, like, a wombat is gonna drive off with your car than a person. Like, I feel like Australia is that type of place. Like, am I wrong? In my head, and according to Koala Brothers, Australia is a very friendly place. And I feel like I'm not wrong, so I was just reading. I had some trivia questions. Who's mixed Stan or mixed Stone? Because I have no idea. Sec. Oops. Okay, yeah. Okay. No, all messages. Go away. I touched. Like days hard on him. Yeah. Yeah. I do, like, when I do lower body, I like, I pace myself. But I have a very strong lower body. My upper body is weaker, but my lower body is strong. But I like have a hard time with anything that's repetitive. So like a lot of workouts are repetitive, so um I mix them up because I just if something yeah, and someone explained it to me because like when we get pregnant, we have to be able to stand up and carry all that weight. I don't know if that's the reason. I just know that I have a stronger lower body. But see, Anu's just strong completely. Like Anu, like hypothetically, if me and Anu were gonna get into any sort of anything, which we wouldn't, I'm just saying she could whoop me because that girl's way stronger than I am. I am. I'm 38. You're halfway there? Well, living on a prayer. Matador. Oh, I'm confusioned. Independent chat, are you ordering food this evening? You usually order food or have a snack. Is that how you reward yourself for leg day? But yeah, I get really bored if it's repetitious workout. So I do like I work out with videos and I only work out with people who switch it up. Like we can go back and do those same workout, but break it up because if it's the same thing over and over, the ADHD just be ADHDing and like it feels like forever and I just like nope, not doing it. Did you find any tricks that helped you independent chat? Because I know you have ADHD. So what helps you get through leg day? Do you have trivia? My break is over. It's only a few Canadian questions. I remember. I just didn't want to put all your business. I didn't know if you want me to just give your whole diagnosis out there. Okay, so what is the capital city of Canada? Not Toronto. That's the capital city of Ontario, but of Canada. It's where, like, the parliament. Mm, you're close. You're close. Ottawa, yeah. Ottawa's where, like, Parliament Hill and all that is. So maybe that's why it's the capital. But I accept Toronto or Montreal, especially Montreal. I'm a little biased because my family came from, well, Quebec. But yeah. Which Canadian city is known as the Stampede City? Yeehaw. Please, can I go? I have somewhere. Yeah, you can go. Are you asking permission to go? You already got your new housemate? It is Calgary. See, Tesh, that's why I wasn't asking, because, like, there's not many Canadian. It's just me and you who are here. Okay, there's, like, a gear, and If you make sure it says all messages. Sorry, I was like trying to answer that, but like reading everything at the same time. And one side of my brain and the other side of the brain felt like they were doing two different things because I'm pretty sure they were. And then they met in the middle and I was confused. I was like, I can't do this. Okay, bye. See, it's kind of not fair. With this one maybe. Which famous waterfall is located on the border between Canada and the USA? You just you make me bust out the questions and you're like, bye. Bye. Hope the rest of your work day goes better. Yes. Niagara Falls. Tash, I know you know the answer. We've been there a few times. Like 3 times or 4 times together. Joseph took it for the win. I was thinking I should get like postcards from Canada and then not really trivia, but we could do something where we have prizes or something. I gotta think of how to do that for people who like want it to. Because I'm a big nerd and I love postcards and I love like mailing stuff, so that might be an option. But I have to figure all that out. Because I actually have a pen pal in Australia, and whenever I get her mail, I love it because you guys usually the letters I get from my friend from Australia, they have animals. So I don't know if she's like picking them on purpose, so like to mail out the nice ones, or if that's how it is there. Because here with Canada Post, we have like the regular stickers that are, hey Stumpy, that will have like the flag on it. But then we'll get things that are like flowers or like historical to Canada, or like Blue Rodeo's a band, they're Canadian. One of the sets of stamps had Blue Rodeo on it. So I don't know if like Australia is the same, but whenever my friend mails me from Australia, there's usually like your animals on the stamps and I get excited. Anytime there's something in my mailbox that isn't a bill, I get excited. Well, we missed you, Stumpy. Have you listened to No, because I forgot. I think I wrote it on this one. Well, let me make a brand new list because I have other songs and I'm gonna get confusion. I remember like there's something I'm supposed to be looking up, but then I started listening to other songs and then I just forgot, if I'm being honest, because I forget a lot of stuff. Note paper. Okay, this one. Okay, you're the voice. Let me just put musical notes so I'll remember it's music. You're the voice, and then from Stray Kids was and then lose my breath. Okay. After this, I will do that. I'm good as watching the state. It's 3 games a year. Oh, okay. You never got into the Australian Rugby League. Independent chat, what are you saying me too about? Okay, type Robbie Williams AFL Grand Finale. Okay. Oh, never liked footy. Whether you know I support the Freeman. I do know you talk about them, and isn't their color purple? One of their colors purple? I like tackle football better. You know what? We weren't allowed, the girls weren't allowed to play football, and I never understood it because me and my dad always played pass. Like, we obviously didn't play football because it's the two of us, but he taught me how to throw a football. And, like, I'd always play pass with my dad, but in gym, the girls weren't allowed to. We had to play field hockey. I don't know how that's any better. You sent a bunch of like hormonal teens out with wooden canes and told us to like play like what? Why couldn't I just catch the football and play football? Tackle. Okay, time for squats or dinner. I hate squats. I hate squats with a passion. I only do a few of them at a time and then I switch it up. Mm. I remembered purple. I had that much. There's a lot to remember. If you think about all the things we talk about with all the people we talk about, I remember a good portion of it, but sometimes I just get fuzzy in the details because it's a lot. Okay. Well, I remember purple, so I'll remember that. That's probably what will just be in my head now. White, green, white, red, and purple. Purple's one of my favorite colors. And my favorite band when I was a little girl was Deep Purple. Which wasn't the norm because when I went to school, no one really listened to the same stuff or did the same stuff as I did. Like when people would write, like, what did you do in the summer or write a favorite memory? Like, mine was about having like campfires and going fishing. And I was just little, and other people were like, I got a new bike, or like, I have a pool, I swam in my pool, or whatever. And I'm like, oh, I guess I'm the only one who went fishing or hunting this year. And it was just so normal to me that I didn't notice that other kids didn't really do that until I did. And then I was like, oh. But I think it's like that for a lot of things. Like, we kind of get used to, like, what stuff we do. What are you doing? My cat just walked through all these chair legs. I move all the chairs so he can't get up on the table because he'll knock it over. And he just went through all of the chairs, like weaving through it. It was cute. I know you've mentioned that before, Stumpy. I hope my allergies aren't coming back. My eyes are itchy. I keep getting distracted by my cat, and I'm like, when I play the videos back, half the time I'm looking to the side, smiling at a cat. I'm like, I probably look a little bit lunatic, but those of us with cats will understand it. Like, there are so many photos of my cats on my phone, and I don't know if Joseph, your phone's the same, but if I go to my camera reel, it's all just like cats, cats. There are more pictures of my cats than my family. But I feel like anytime a cat does something, it's picture worthy. Like if they're laying there, it's like, oh, let me take a picture. You're laying cute. Like if they're sitting cute, it's like, let me take your picture. You look cute. Like they probably think we're like they're like paparazzis. Like just always like see Momo when I try and take his picture. He looks at the camera and nudges it, so you just see an orange blur and like his nose or like his tooth because he's like headbutting the phone. But then Tika, she understands the concept. We'll be like, let me take your picture, you're a pretty princess. And she sits and waits. I'm like, wait, let me take your picture. And she'll wait and just like not move. So it's so funny. Like throughout the day, I'm texting Tash so many photos of Tika, and she's just kind of posing in most of them. Yours is like that too. Like if anyone were to scroll on my camera roll, it would just be like cat, 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 cat laying down, cute, cat eyeball because he had butted the phone. But sometimes the blurry photos of the cats are funnier because just adds a whole different element to them. Did you guys do anything on, I know it's like not the weekend, but did you guys do anything on the weekend since I didn't get to talk to you guys on Monday? Oh my goodness, there was a reunion? Okay. Stumpy, I'll consider that. And I saw Dusty's sister a couple days ago. So is Dusty's sister just like Dusty? Does she look like Dusty? And she was one of the little kittens, right? In your earlier videos of like Dusty, there was like kittens running around. Was she in one of those? Probably. I think it's funny with cats because the kittens can either look like they can look so much different. Like they'll be like this one tabby cat had tabby kittens and one Siamese. But then somebody explained it or I read it online that a cat can get pregnant multiple times within the first like there's so many days, and if they're outside and cats being cats, like she could get pregnant and there could be two different dads because they said there's like 3 days or 2 days or something. So that's why some look completely different. Because it's like, how did a tabby cat have tabby cats and one Siamese? I saw her name's Rushworth. She has actual love heart pattern on her. You guys say love heart too? Like here, we just say heart and we know that we're talking about this shape. But I noticed that people in other countries say love heart. And sometimes when I order stuff off AliExpress, it'll say love heart. And I'm like, oh, that's cute. So that's Rushworth or Worth. Aw, how did you come up with her name? Like, isn't that a plant? Or am I thinking of something different? Yeah, if you do post it. She has a little heart on her. So then what made you, like, was it Dusty's personality that made you keep her? Because, like, you couldn't keep all the kittens. Like, obviously, decisions had to be made. But I'm just wondering, what, like, was Dusty's personality, or was she closer to you? Or was it her eyes? Because when she was she's a beautiful cat, but when she was a kitten, you know how their faces are smaller, so their eyes are like you notice them more. Her eyes were so cute, the way she'd look up. I think I'd be like, well, I gotta keep them all. Dusty was supposed to go to your sister-in-law. Then what happened? Or she didn't take her, so then you just kept Dusty? I'm so committed to this story. I'm like, I need details. How did this go down? You should be a... That was the biggest compliment anyone could have told me. Stumpy just said I could be a small to a medium. That just made my whole day, if not week. I'm slightly larger than that, Stumpy. I think Independent Chat's doing his squats. I think he said squats or mealtime. Unless he's eating while he's doing his squats, but I don't know. I wouldn't suggest that. I just gotta keep my eye on the time because I am having someone come over because the roof. But I still have a few minutes. She had a 2-year-old male cat at the time and just changed her mind. So was the plan to find all of the kittens' homes? And then Dusty just kind of held back, stayed back? Because that was cool. That was a lot of work, finding them, like, and to take care of them and, like, nurture these little kittens from a young age. And the videos are so chaotic in a good way, the way they're playing around. It was like a little, like, circus of kittens or party of kittens. You had them home after a week after. Only took a week. Aw. There's like a lot of cats in Australia, right? I remember you mentioned that there tends to be like a bigger outdoor population for cats. But I was watching a lady who was doing a Temu haul, and then I saw on her video she got this really cool like cage, like home, like a big cage with like the back is all kind of covered in like I would assume galvanized steel for shading. So there's shady part and sunny part, and she has outdoor cats that are outdoor, they're feral or whatever, but they take care of them. So she's bought this really big cool cage so they can live outside, but she can take care of them. But it just seemed like she mentioned whenever they get kittens, there's like a lady who has a program who will fix them and take care of them and find them homes. So it sounds like she finds kittens often. Maybe it's just the city she's in. I don't know, but it sounds like she finds kittens often. I would love that. But it'd probably get annoying for Tash because he's always telling me, no more, no more. The reason we have our one cat was somebody said they wanted him and then they changed their mind and are like, we got two kittens instead. And they passed him up and then we found him. They were just going to take his advertisement down and we found him, and they were like really nice people. They were just having a baby and their other cat and this one weren't getting along, and I think it was too much stress, and she was having a baby, so I could see why they rehomed him, but they seemed like they were sad about it but happy that he went to me. And I'm glad whoever took the kittens because he's like the best cat. Programmed as a company skills for job. Oh, okay, Stumpy, gotcha. We don't have. What's T and R? In South Australia. Integrated Disability Service. Okay, Integrated Disability Service. Okay, and they're a major sponsor for the Freeman. Oh, trap neuter release. I was like total neuter, but I'm like, what would be the R? Trap neuter release. We kind of have that here where they will fix them at like 3 weeks or like not even 3 weeks. I think like yeah, they're just little kittens and maybe 3 weeks when they fix them. And then um where we are, they don't euthanize any animals unless that's the very kindest thing to do, like, low survival rate or like something, if they're not going to make it, then they'll euthanize them. But they don't do that to the cats. So we have a lot of cats at like the Humane Society, but that's why like our pet food stores will have them for adoption. So like a lot of the pet food stores have cages in them with cats, and if the cat doesn't get adopted there within a reasonable amount of time, they'll move them to a different store location because sometimes the older cats people don't take right away, but if they move them, then they say there's a lot of older folks who just want to give an older cat a good home, and they find them, and it's like a perfect match. But then our feral cats, if they're feral and they want to be outdoors and they can't be indoors, they send them to farms because the farms promise like they give them water and shelter. They live in the heated barns, but they can go in, but they're outdoors. The only cats they don't do that for are white cats. And that's because the white cat's like a bird of prey would pick up a white cat too easy. It would just be a target. Your dad made you a how'd your dad make you a cat person? Do you, Stumpy? Do you wear it or do you kind of like hang it on a wall? Like, is it like more of a momentum or do you wear it? See, I was a cat person first. And then my parents are dog people. So then I kind of was like, I like dogs. And I really do like dogs. I wish I could have had a dog of my own. But then Tash is not a dog person, he's a cat person. So I didn't want to like get the dog and then be a situation where he didn't like the dog, or maybe he felt stressed, or just I didn't want to like not take his feelings into consideration, even though I really, really wanted a dog and begged him for one. Then we were going through something. Oh, a family member got diagnosed. My cousin got diagnosed with breast cancer and she was 28. We were like really close. And in that news was just created a lot of uncertainty and darkness. So I was like, I really want something positive and something to make me feel happier. So that's why we got our Siamese. Because I was like, he's like, but you'd rather have a dog. I'm like, no, let's get a cat. And now I'm a cat person again. When I was 4 or 5, he would take me to this place where he fished. Oh my goodness, imagine fishing and finding kittens. Those are the stories. When I was a little girl, my dad would tell me stories to help me fall asleep. And he would tell me a story of a man who was hunting and found a kitten and put the kitten in his pocket and took him home. And I'd like, then what happened? He goes, well, he gave the cat a really good home. But that would often be the stories he would tell me when I was like 3 and 4. I remember that. I was, but yeah, that would fishing with little kittens. I'd be hooked. So you went to hook some fish, but you got hooked on kittens. Do you wear them, Stumpy? Like, do you wear the different hoodies or do you like just collect them? Is it more of a collection or do you wear them? Because it sounds like you got a cool collection of them. It's 9 in a couple minutes. I have to go because I want to get all the lights put away. I have to put the lights away and listen to these songs. Once I get off of here. Ooh, and I was supposed to record AliExpress haul today, but I don't know if I will, depending how long they're here for the roof. No, it's not. I feel like those are the memories that stick into my mind as well. Like, it's always those simple things. Like, we always, like, when Annie was growing up, I always wanted to give her, like, things, or I wanted her to have things, right? Like, I made sure she had the swing set in the backyard, and I always wanted her to, like, she had a little scooter she could ride to the park, and it would play ice cream sound kind of music, like truck sounds and stuff. But when I start really thinking about it, all of my memories from childhood were all when we were outdoors, and my dad was either teaching me something in nature, or we were fishing, or I was learning to shoot the gun. So it's like that's what stuck in my head. So I was like, well, it's nice she can like ride her scooter to the park and stuff. I'm like, that's what's gonna stick in her head too, is probably the little moments of when we were outdoors. Like one time my brother caught a fish and put it in his fish tank, and it ended up being a one-eyed fish. Only one side of his head had an eye. And then he died because the water was different. But we always laughed about that one-eyed fish. Because how'd he lose his eye? We had no idea, but we only noticed once he turned around in the fish tank. So something like that sticks in my head, not necessarily what toys I had. When you go to the website, AFL. Okay, that's good to know. There's usually are idiots online trying to resell stuff or that's fake. Don't get ripped off by idiots trying to sell you fake goods. That is like the best advice. I know. I don't remember what I did. Like, I know. It's funny the stuff I don't remember, but our long term memory, like, I seem to have my long term memory from when I was little. And, like, every once in a while, like, a nostalgic moment will happen, or I'll just remember something. Like, last night I was like, just like got nostalgic and was just remembering like what did my apartment look like and how I remember it looking and stuff, and just like running around and having a lot of fun in there when I was little. So it's I like that those memories come back and like I think about them. Or like one time my mom made a snowman, but it was a snow kitty, and she put beer bottle caps for eyes. Friends for life. um it says French for life, but I know he means friends for life. But yeah, but the long term memories I got. No, we won't get ripped off. Don't worry, Stumpy. Yeah, I know. Viva Francais. No, just French for life. Friends for life. Well, I am French for life. Most of my genetics is. You've never experienced snow. Well, it's more exciting, I think, when we're little because we live in the moment and we don't have to shovel driveways, or when we did, it was fun because we were just helping. Um, but there's a certain amount of excitement because, like, the evening will be like, it'll be crisp, but then it'll be like some of the snow is like really gentle and consistent, so it's actually really relaxing to watch. But when you're little, you get excited and like make snow angels and snowmen and snow forts. But sometimes when you grow up, you still got to do that stuff. Like, so it was fun when Annie was little, we would go sliding down the hill on like little plastic like slidey thingies. Um, and kind of relive it, but through their eyes, like the little one's eyes, because they get excited. But I feel like we gotta like relive some of that, those moments. Like, I think we gotta be more in the moment and be like how we were when we were younger. Like, I don't know how to explain it in a way that makes sense, but when we're little, we live in the moment and we're just like feeling what's around us, looking around and stuff. And I think that as we get older, we get more into our heads and we're either thinking about what we got to do next or what we just did or did we do that right or whatever, right? And we lose that. I will, Stumpy. We lose that. But every once in a while, when I'm out in nature, it kind of comes back because you can't help but be absorbed in what's around you. And I think that's why I like nature. I'm on so many tangents, but I do gotta get going because I'm gonna have the people for the roof coming because the roof is leaking. So I gotta put my lights away. But thank you everyone, and I hope Independent Chad didn't like work himself out to a tizzy. He kind of said he was gonna do squats and disappeared. I hope he's I hope he's okay. Independent Chad, if you can hear me, have a good one. Much love, everyone. Oops. If I can get out, I'm trapped in here.